welcome to my channel. My name's Hadley. I just moved to California and I'm documenting my journey, and I would love if you could smash that like button and come along with me. Ha! Hi everybody, it's Hadley from the next day, but I got so many questions yesterday about money and finances and how I could afford this all, so I thought I'd do a separate little video where I break down all of my finances. So please don't judge, because I'm kind of scared. First of all, what I want to say is that the program that I use to track all my expenses, the program that I use to budget, all of that financial stuff is called Mint. It's owned by Intuit. I actually don't know how to say it. This is their logo. So if you search Mint in the App Store, that'll be it. I'll also put a link in the description below for that app. I absolutely love it. It's really helpful and easy to use. Second of all, I have gone to so many free events. There are so many free things to do in LA. There are also a lot of expensive things to do in LA. But like hiking is free. The concert at LACMA was free. The Shakespeare I saw in the park was free. There are so many free things to do in the city, and I would just take advantage of that. Okay, next, how do I have all of these savings? So I've unofficially been working like as a babysitter since I was 11 years old, and I started working according to the government at 16 years old. Since then, I've worked consistently, so I've built up a savings account for myself. In college, I worked at least 3 jobs. All of that income, whatever didn't go to like rent or food or whatever, went to my savings. I also try and live as frugally as possible. Every so often I treat myself, but it's not a usual thing. Also, over the summer, my wonderful aunt was very kind and let me stay in her extra, there's a fly, stay in her extra bedroom in her apartment for free. So I worked full-time over the summer, and I got to save every single penny that didn't go to groceries on savings. I have a little jackpot of savings, and that's what got me through this month. My living situation right now. I am staying in a room in somebody's house. My cousin's neighbor's mom owns the place, and she's living here too. All I have is a room and a bathroom, but I don't really go into the kitchen that often because it's her house. She's always in the living room, so I don't feel as comfortable cooking. So next month, I will not spend as much eating out. This is a true promise to you and to me, is that next month I will be buying more groceries and less eating out. But just because this month being in the kitchen was so uncomfortable for me, I ate out a lot or got microwave meals. Just gonna put that out there. Because it is a family connection, I do have a discount on rent. I'm paying significantly less than what normal people pay in the city for rent, and I'll go into that when I do the breakdown. Another thing, when I lived in Colorado, I went to college in Cowtown, USA. That's not a real place. So rent was not high. And another thing, I know that not everyone does this, but usually when I go out to eat, if it's a big meal, then I split that into 2 meals. So this is just my personal finances. It is not a use it as a guide, not as a rule book. Let's get into it. I have my little iPad and it has all my notes. This is my expenses from August 23rd to September 23rd. So for rent, I paid $841.91, and this included a whole month's rent, which is $650, plus 10 days that I stayed in August. I will tell you, I am getting an apartment with a roommate, and my rent will be $1,300 a month. I also did an application fee for that apartment that I'm going to be moving into, which was $45. Eating out, I spent a total of $230.79 eating out this month. I hate that. So I'd say if you're getting like a little fast food, like a burger, something like that, something simple, I paid an average of $10 to $15 per meal. And then if you're going to a sit-down restaurant where you have to pay tip and all that, I'd say it would be an average of $20 to $30, and that includes the tip. And these aren't like fancy restaurants. Like I didn't go to any fancy restaurants. Coffee shops, I went to a lot of coffee shops because that was a way for me to get out of the house and do some work on my computer. So I really think this expense is worth it because it gave me things to do and places to go. So I spent $76.26 at coffee shops. I would say the average I spend at coffee shops is $5. I also don't get the fancy stuff. I would get like teas. I got boba for $5 one time. I'm seeing that expense. My groceries, I count groceries as anything I need to survive, so this counts like I had to buy a Brita filter when I got here because tap water's gross and I don't want to waste a bunch of plastic bottles, skincare, any like medications, etc., in addition to food. So I spent $183.43 this month on groceries. And then parking. Parking's expensive. Carry coins with you because a lot of them are like the little slots. But I will say that the longer you live here, the better you get at parking and the better you get at finding free parking. I actually use an app. It's called Parkopedia. So what you do is you put in an address. So I'm going to use LACMA. And then you open it up and it shows you all of the parking options close to where you want to be. So, and then you can change how many hours you're going to be there. So if I'm going to be there after 4 hours, and then see this parking lot right here is $15. That's La Brea Tar Pit Museum lot. And then on gas, I spent $120.94. I would say the average for regular gas is $5.20 a gallon. For shopping, I really didn't shop at all this month. I impulse bought these cute overalls yesterday at Target. They were $10. And then I went to Bath and Body Works because I ran out of the little hand sanitizers and I live off of those. So those were, I got 5 for $9. And so I spent $19 on unnecessary shopping. And then here are some random expenses. So Spotify and Hulu, it's one subscription and I pay $10.80 a month. PA Boot Camp, I think I already talked about it, or I will in this video. I went to this 2-day intensive boot camp where they teach you how to be a production assistant, which is the job I want to have. I got to meet new people and I learned a lot about the career, being on set, radio etiquette, all of that stuff I highly recommend. And then Close Up Crew, I went and did a self-tape in a studio and I rented out the space and that was $30 for 30 minutes. And then I paid my car insurance. It was $436.86. And then I had to ship the spooky basket from my last video. Watch that, putting the link right here. And that was $21.50. And finally, so Idina Menzel and her sister Kara recently released a book called Loudmouse. And they are doing a book tour, and so I bought tickets to go see them. And if you know anything about me, it's that I love Idina Menzel. I don't regret it. I'm going to be the oldest one there without a child, but that's okay. Whatever. That was $22.67. So, grand total for the month was $2,342.19. And then I thought I'd show some other numbers. Without the insurance, I spent $1,905.33. And then when you take away rent and insurance, it's $1,064.42. So those are my expenses. Let's get back to the day before. And if you're still here, please like this video. If you want to follow along on my California journey, please subscribe. I'm going to be doing some more spooky season stuff, and I'm also going to be doing some apartment tour, house type things coming up. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one.